Are you ready for some live streaming statistics? 63% of people aged 18 to 34 watch live streaming content regularly. 47% of live streaming video viewers worldwide are watching more live videos this year compared to a year ago. Your business should be live streaming. But what if you don't even know where to start? Well, I'm glad you found me, because today I'm going to go over the basics with you. Hi, my name is Morgan from Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow. Today we'll be talking about developing a live streaming strategy for your small business. These are the basics, but I'll be showing you everything that you need to know to host your first successful live stream, so stay tuned. If you need help with your advertising campaigns online or social media management, give Life Marketing a call. So what is live streaming? Live streaming refers to videos that your viewers experience in real time with you. It's absolutely exploded over the last couple of years, increasing 1,200% in 2020. I'll give you 3 guesses as to why. Users can stream on mobile, desktop, or tablets, and can do it online or over data. It's an engaging form of video that's only been growing in popularity over the years. I'm sure that you've seen live sports or live concerts, but maybe you're wondering, is it useful for small businesses though? The answer is yes. 64% of consumers are likely to buy a product after watching a product video online, and over 80% of consumers want to see video from a brand on social media. They prefer it over your regular social post, actually. So live streaming is an excellent way to engage with your customers and your potential customers. You don't have limitations on the number of people who can join you in a live stream, like you would a physical space. And you can reach people who aren't in your town, which expands your potential customer base. It's also a great way to showcase new products or services, build relationships, and grow community around your business. And folks watch nearly 6 minutes longer when a video is live compared to when it's pre-recorded. If you've been in the marketing world for any length of time, you know that marketers will not shut up about video. So I'm not going to spend too much time convincing you to try it or throwing a whole bunch of extra stats at you. But I am going to go over the best practices, including the best places to stream, and I'll show you how to go live on each platform that I talk about. So what are the best practices for live streaming? Live video goes beyond the moments when you're on camera and the audience is there with you. There's a lot of planning that goes into the really great lives that you see. When we talk about best practices here, I've organized it in the order that I think you should complete them in. This isn't a hard and fast rule, but I found that it works best for me in my processes. First, we'll cover audience and planning your content. Then we'll look at the best places to go live, and I'll show you how to do it on each platform. Plus, I'll share any platform specifics that you need to know before you try it out. After that, I've got ideas and tips for promoting your live stream and extending the life of your live video. And lastly, I'll share with you how I've helped clients practice their live streams. They're just bullet points and suggestions, but I found them to be pretty helpful in my experience. Let's get into your audience. Before you get too far ahead of yourself and start planning your live stream or thinking of ways that you can promote it, you need to spend some time thinking about your audience. If your live content doesn't serve your audience, then what are you doing it for? If it's not something that will add value to their lives, either through entertainment or information, they're not going to have a good experience, and it will just kind of feel like you goofing around with your friends, or by yourself on camera, which is even worse. Before you start planning your live content and figuring out where to publish, ask yourself a few questions. 1. Who are my existing customers? 2. What content or products do they engage with the most? 3. What are they asking for, either directly through messages and comments or generally? What are their pain points? What kinds of content do they watch on other channels or other accounts? And then what kind of customers do I want to attract? Where do these people hang out? What do they engage with? Now that you have a clear picture of who you're making content for and what they like, you can start brainstorming. Depending on what you've discovered about your audience, here are a bunch of ideas. Answer frequently asked questions. Give a tour of your office or warehouse. Unbox a new product or a subscription box. Walk through one of your processes, like choosing colors for a new line or quality control. Invite a few team members to join you and answer questions about work culture. Share live music or a live performance. Show your bakers, cooks, or baristas making the treats or food or drinks. Style a few looks to show from your retail store. Guide viewers through a tutorial or how-to. Draw winners for a giveaway live on camera. Interview an expert. Share your knowledge about a specific topic. Share your thoughts on industry news or changes. When live events are a thing again, walk through an event and show off the cool things that you see and the cool people that you meet. Host a quiz or a trivia night. Bonus points if there are prizes for correct answers or quickest answers or whatever you decide. Play a game. Gamification in marketing is a big deal right now, so games are always great. Do a challenge either with yourself, an expert, or employees. I worked at a pizza place in high school, and we used to race our boss to see who could fold the most pizza boxes in a minute. If we beat him, we got a raise, which I think was like a quarter at the time. This would be such a fun live challenge. The employees really looked forward to this because it was fun for us, we got to be competitive, and we got our work done really quickly. Try something novel or interesting live on camera. People do this often with foods. Think celebrities eating hot wings and answering interview questions. Take your viewers through a routine. Host a talent show. This would be great for fundraising. Do a live flash sale where people claim and pay for items in the comments. Share some hacks that you've learned from your years of experience. You can really do whatever you want. Hopefully that list helps get your brainstorming muscles warmed up. If you need help brainstorming, let us know in the comments. It really is one of my favorite things to do, so I would love to help you figure out what to do for your first live. Let's look at how you'll keep the live stream entertaining so people will stay and come back for the next one. You need to create a plan for engagement. We've all seen the lives that are just disasters from start to finish. I like watching those videos not because I enjoy them per se, but because of how much I learn about what not to do. One of the items I notice streamers struggling with the most is engaging with the audience and keeping them on the video. In order to avoid awkward or dead air time and decrease the chances of you fumbling for a transition or a new question, create a plan for engagement. This can look however you want it to look, but here are some ideas to get you started. 1. Outline your live with bullet points and estimated times for each portion of the stream. You should really shoot for about 10 minutes for your first live. Going too much longer can be overwhelming. 2. List out engaging questions that you'll ask and your timing guidelines again. You don't have to follow these exactly. You want to go with the flow of the live, but it can be hard to improvise on the fly, so having prepared questions works really well. 3. Have someone there to help moderate comments. Don't be afraid to kick people out either. Keep your stream a nice place for yourself and your viewers. 4. Save viewer questions to answer toward the end of your live stream or for a few pre-planned times throughout. This will help you avoid getting distracted or your stream feeling kind of disjointed. Next, you want to choose the right place to go live. There are a bunch of different options for live streaming. I'll briefly cover some of those today and why they may be a good fit for you. Don't take too long worrying about which platform you start on though. You'll be able to expand to other platforms as you go and you have more resources. There are so many different options for streaming platforms, from B2B enterprise tools to free social media networks. I'll cover the most popular options that are easily accessible to small businesses, and they're free. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Let's start with YouTube Live. Yes, you can go live on YouTube, but you probably already knew that. YouTube brought video to the internet as we know it, and since YouTube introduced live video, it's become a popular choice on the platform. This is a great option for small businesses because YouTube is easy to navigate, is probably something you're already familiar with, and is popular. Like, very popular. Mean Girls popular. If you've watched any of my videos before, you've probably heard me say that YouTube is the second most popular search engine in the world. That's true. There are over 2 billion active users on YouTube, and YouTube video results show up in those Google search results. Don't forget, Google owns YouTube. After your live stream ends on YouTube, the video is automatically saved and uploaded to your channel. You can edit, add, or remove cards, end screens, and descriptions after the video is processed, which can take up to a few hours. If you're attempting to live stream for the first time, it's important to know that YouTube will make you wait 24 hours after you tap that Go Live button. Here's what you'll see. Log into your YouTube account if you're not already and tap the plus camera button and choose Go Live. If you're new to live streaming or it's been a while, you may get a walkthrough tutorial like this one since YouTube has been making changes. You'll notice you have the option to go live now or to schedule it for later. We'll choose Go Live now, but scheduling for later is a great option. If YouTube asks, you'll want to allow permissions to your camera and your microphone. Add your title. This should be a researched, SEO-friendly title that's interesting and catches people's attention. Select your privacy settings. If you'd like to schedule it for later, you can do so from this screen as well. You want to let YouTube know whether the video is made for kids or not. Click More Options to set the description. Use your research keywords to make it discoverable. Select your category and double check that the camera and microphone being used here are the correct camera and microphone. In my case, I just want to use my built-in camera, but it's defaulting to a camera software that I used a while ago for a different project. I'll change that here. If you'd like to mess with advanced options, you can do that here, but I'll skip those for now since this is geared more toward beginners. When you click Next, get ready for a quick photo for the thumbnail that can surprise you, so if you're not ready for it, heads up. You don't want to be like me and get caught like this looking at the camera. In my case, the stream couldn't be created because of that holding time for new accounts. If you get this message and you've never gone live before, that's why. You'll have 24 hours to wait until you can go live immediately, so it's not too bad. Just do it before your scheduled live event. Let's look at some of the options when you're going live from YouTube. You can use your webcam. This option just uses your webcam that's built into your computer or attached, and it makes it a pretty easy option for most beginners, so I recommend it. You can also go live directly from your phone now, but your channel needs to have at least 1,000 subscribers before this option is available to you. For super high quality streams, you can also stream with an encoder. This option is a lot more advanced, and it can be a lot for a small business to deal with, so I recommend going with webcam or mobile until you're more comfortable with live streaming and video production in general. You can get great quality live video with just regular camera without worrying about all of the extra high definition stuff. If you want a more in-depth video specific to going live on YouTube or any of the other platforms that I talk about in this video, let me know in the comments. Let's move on to Instagram. You can go live directly in the Instagram app. When you go live, your video will show in Stories. When the broadcast is over, you can share it to your IGTV. This is a nice choice if you're not super comfortable with other platforms or setting up an external mic and camera is just not the journey for you. You don't need to worry about quality here either. Most camera phone quality is great for Instagram because your audience is most likely viewing it on their phones anyway. So that super high definition, crystal clear video that you see on other channels isn't required on Instagram. Plus, you can shoot in the proper orientation without doing any extra work. Here's how you go live from the IG app. Tap plus at the top or swipe right anywhere in your feed. You'll scroll to live at the bottom. To add a title on the left, tap add title. Make it interesting and on topic so folks are intrigued and check it out. After that, you'll tap the live button at the bottom. You can see how many viewers you have at the top of the screen and see comments at the bottom of the screen. You may be nervous about holding down a live stream all on your own, but did you know that you can invite guests? That's right. You used to only be able to go live with one other person, but that has recently changed. You now have the ability to go live with up to 3 other people in a live room. This is a super fun way to keep folks engaged and find new audiences. Each person will bring their own audience with them, and you'll get a nice mix of new people and existing people. I really love the Instagram Live option because you can also utilize your shopping and fundraising features during your lives. So they're a powerful tool that you can use creatively if you just put your mind to it. You may be asking, who would I ask to join my live? Don't worry, as always, I have a bunch of ideas for you and a list. Can you tell that I live by a list? This list is by no means exhaustive, but here are some ideas, again, to get your creative juices flowing. Creative juices is such a weird phrase. Anyway, you can invite employees to join you on your live. The employees can talk about the company culture or new products or how they came to work for you or their experience. You can also invite expert guests who can answer specific questions or discuss certain topics. If you watch my recent marketing psychology video, this is great social proof. Invite collaborators like the designers of a new app or the leaders of an upcoming event. They should be new people so they bring a new audience. Have the owner and their pet make a guest appearance. Pets do really well on YouTube. Well, actually, pets do well on any platform. The owner and their pet can walk around giving company updates or a tour of the office or pretty much anything. Pets are always a win. You could also invite your biggest fans to join your live stream. This could be a reward for winning a prize or engaging with the account the most. Since you don't have to fly people out, this is a really affordable option for any business and is a great customer experience. Here's how you'll start a live room in the app. First, swipe left and choose Live Camera. You'll add your title again, and you'll tap the room's icon to add your guests. Remember, you can choose up to 3 people. Let's move on to Facebook now. Like on YouTube and Instagram, when you go live on Facebook, it's native to the app. You can save your live to reshare so people who missed it can watch it anytime. On Facebook, live videos get 10 times more comments than regular videos and 3 times longer watch time, so they're well worth the effort. As we know, Facebook engagement is hard to come by unless you're paying for it, so using live video is a great way to kind of get a boost from the algorithm and reach your people. Facebook has a lot of different options to go live. You can go live on mobile via the Creator Studio app. You can go live on mobile via the Facebook app, and you can also go live from your desktop computer via Live Producer. Here's how you'll go live from the Facebook app. Navigate to the page, group, profile, or event where you want to publish your live stream. Tap the Live button at the bottom of the Post Composer. Add a description to your video. You can also tag friends, check into a location, and add a feeling or activity. Tap Start Live Video. When you want to end your broadcast and you're done, just tap Finish. Now, to go live from the Creator Studio app, you'll open the Creator Studio app, click the pen and paper icon in the top right corner of the Home or Posts tab. You'll select the Live Post option and add a description to your video. Again, you can also tag friends, check into location, add a feeling or an activity. Tap Start Live Video, and then when you're done and you want to end your broadcast, tap Finish again. And desktop users, don't worry. Here's how you'll go live from desktop. At the top of your news feed, click What's on Your Mind, whatever your name is. Click the three dots icon, then click Live Video, and you will automatically be redirected to Live Producer. Write a description for your video. Click Go Live in the bottom left. And again, when you want to end your broadcast, click Finish. It doesn't matter how you go live. You'll have the choice to go live immediately or schedule your live for later on Facebook. When you choose the option to schedule for later, Facebook will automatically create 2 posts for you. The first is an announcement post. As soon as you've scheduled your post, Facebook publishes an announcement to your page to let your followers know. Folks who see the announcement can click Get Reminder for a one-time reminder notification that will be sent to them shortly before the stream begins. The second will be a live broadcast post. So when it's time for your live, Facebook will publish a post linking to the live stream. Folks who ask for a reminder will get another notification directing them to the current broadcast. Let's look at TikTok now. Yes, you can go live in the TikTok app. It's an excellent choice if you're already using TikTok and your audience is there. Live videos can show up in New Viewers For You page. You'll often see this abbreviated as FYP on TikTok, and this will show to your existing followers. In the app, a live shows up as a preview and users tap to join. When in the live, users can leave comments, send reactions, and even send money. Live videos are favored by the TikTok algorithm, so I recommend trying them. Here's how you'll go live.
When you're going live on TikTok, it's pretty similar to the other platforms that we've covered. You'll press the Create button, and then you'll click Go Live. You'll have options after your live to add effects or add moderators, to filter comments, and flip your camera around. Keep in mind that if you want to go live, you have to have at least 1,000 followers and need to be over 16 years old, which is probably not a problem for most small business owners.
Next, let's look at LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn allows live streaming, and we are so excited about it. You currently have to apply to be approved for live video, but I'll show you how to do that in a minute. All live videos on LinkedIn are public and they're recorded. After you finish your live stream, your video will remain on the feed of your LinkedIn profile or your page as a video that was previously recorded live. You can delete it if you'd like. To be eligible to apply for live streaming privileges on LinkedIn, you have to meet a few conditions. First is you need to have 1,000 followers or connections, or be a page with over 500 members. Next, you need to show that you've already been posting original content to your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn wants to see a track record of original content production. You need to not have been dinged by not following community guidelines, and if you're currently in China, this is not available to you. After you submit the form, LinkedIn takes 3 to 4 business days to get back to you. If you want a more detailed look at going live on LinkedIn, let me know in the comments. I recommend starting on a platform with your most engaged audience. Ideally, you're already comfortable with the platform and you'll have an easier time creating content and publishing it. Plus, your audience doesn't have to go anywhere new or do anything new to watch. So now that you know who you're making this for, you have some ideas about what you're going to make and where to do it, you need to promote your live stream in advance. A field of dreams strategy isn't really going to work here, even if you have the best live stream of all time planned. You can build it, but you have to tell people where to go and when if you hope that they come. You may be able to get away with doing random lives in the future when people get used to what you produce and when you go live, but it's not a good idea to do it at the beginning. Impromptu lives are actually great for the algorithm, but again, you want to save that when you have a little bit more experience and your audience knows that you do that. So where and how should you promote your live stream so that you can make sure it's not just you and your camera hanging out, kind of like I'm doing right now? Just kidding, it's great. Well, you can send an email. If you have an email list, use it to cross-promote your live stream. Send out an email a couple of weeks in advance and then follow it up a week later. Send a reminder the day before and an hour before too. Folks who have joined your email list have already told you that they like you and they want to hear more from you. So they won't mind this reminder. Tell them what they're going to get out of this live stream and anything exciting that they can expect, like a surprise. Next, of course, you can and should post it on social media. Your social media followers will want to know and they want to show support. Create an event on Facebook or LinkedIn and share that event across platforms. Ask for RSVPs because Facebook and LinkedIn will remind attendees for you so that you don't have to worry about it. You could also post in Instagram stories and use the countdown sticker. Viewers can request a reminder by tapping that sticker. You want to utilize scheduling in advance. I love that platforms are allowing us to schedule lives because it gives us so many more options for promotion. Be sure to use the links to the pages or streams to tell the world what's coming up. You'll also want to fill out your title and description well in advance so the people who visit those links know what to expect, and again, they get excited about it. So when you're doing those titles and descriptions, you want to use keywords in your titles and descriptions. If you've scheduled it in advance, your title and description can help you get found, even by people that don't know you, but only if you've done the proper keyword research and planning. For more on keyword research for YouTube specifically, check out this video that we did before. Those are just a few broad ideas for promoting your live stream, but again, if you want help brainstorming, I love to brainstorm, so let me know in the comments. Let's move on to what you should do at the end of your live stream. You want to make sure that you include a call to action. The very last thing that you want to do is say goodbye to your audience and then just leave them with nothing to look forward to or to do. If you do so, you risk taking the chance that they found something more interesting that grabbed their attention and they've already forgotten about you. Instead, I like to tell my clients to end a live stream using a couple of different methods. Encourage your viewers to follow your account and tell them what they'll get. Here's an example. Follow me for weekly live streams like this one, or follow me for weekly marketing advice, or follow me for a live Q&A once a month. Ask for them to meet you somewhere else. You could say something like, okay, that's all I have for today, but I'm going to be sharing some stories with behind the scenes of that photo shoot that I talked about a few minutes ago. So watch for those on our profile. And then you can tag it, remind people to follow you if they're not already. Ask for engagement. It could be something like, if you want to see more of these, tap the thumbs up so I know. This will help boost your live in the algorithm and will help boost future lives. Plus, it helps you know what people connected with. You also want to let them know when the next live stream is, so it's a good idea to have this planned in advance. It could be something like, thanks so much for joining me today. I'll be back at the same time, same place next Wednesday. In the meantime, send me your questions. Okay, live stream is over. You survived. You did a great job. Everyone loved it. How do you extend the life of your live stream? Just like with every piece of content that you create, you should consider how you'll repurpose it to maximize its reach and effectiveness. Plus, this will maximize your investment of time and money to make the content. Live streams can make great content even after the live. So if the stream went well, post it on your YouTube, share it to your Reels and your IGTV, and take clips to make shorter videos and graphics. Circling back to your email list, you want to send a follow-up email after the live stream is over. In that email, you can thank folks for joining, provide a recap of what you covered, and you'll want to include a link to the replay for anyone that missed it. You can also tease or shout out any funny or interesting moments that happened during the live. Like, my cat showed up and knocked something off of my desk halfway through, so that was fun. Any guesses on what he knocked over? Or something like that. It should match your audience and be interesting enough that they'll click to see. I would click to see a cat knocking something off of a desk, but that doesn't mean everyone will, so brainstorm for your audience. You should also include links to the live stream, like I mentioned before, and encourage them to subscribe so they don't miss the next one. Also, if you have the next one planned, let them know when that is and tell them they don't want to miss out. Okay, now that you know what live streaming is and you have ideas for promoting your live stream and you know what content you're going to create and for whom, let's look through setting up your very first live stream and practicing it. Here are some tips for practicing live streaming. Set up a private group or account to practice on and only invite a couple of employees who are working on the project. I've done this multiple times and it works really well to get people comfortable with the platform without risking accidentally going live to everyone. Practice taking questions live. How will they be delivered to you and how will you answer? It's okay and it's actually preferable if this part does not go well. You'll learn what not to do. Have someone make a loud noise or knock something over randomly during your stream to prep for the unexpected. We all know the one person that's totally willing to make a little chaos, so find them and tell them to have at it. Of course, during your real life, you're going to try to limit as many unexpected occurrences as possible, but it's always good to expect the unexpected. Try with a teleprompter and without. Try with a whiteboard and without. Try with notes next to you and without. You want something that has your talking points ready so that you can just glance quickly if you lose track and get right back into the flow. You don't want to be staring at a paper or really looking too far off camera. For example, my teleprompter is in front of me so that I can look at you and see my bullet points if I get lost during my speaking, which I often do. Okay, those are my tips for practicing live streaming, which brings us to the end of the video. I know that this was a long one, so I really appreciate you sticking with me. We had a lot to cover here, And I can even go into more detail with each of these platforms. So let me know if you would like to see one specifically for one video. Likewise, if you have any other topics that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and spending some time with me. I hope I demystified live streaming for you and got your creative thinking going. Do you have any questions for me? Let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to help. I'd also love to hear how your live stream goes. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss out on our free weekly digital marketing content. I'll see you in an upcoming video. Happy marketing!